I'm standing right in between two rows of mango trees. Years ago, we used to have irrigation coming down and had big potted mango trees here. And so they just got watered automatically, and they were pretty happy here. There was one of the trees that we didn't sell, though. Guess which one it is? This is Dot in a Pot. And it is only in a pot sort of by name. It's the pot is completely split here, and you know, it years ago started leaning over, but every year it gets mangoes, so that only encourages us to keep it somewhat happy. You know, stressed plants do flower, and you know, sometimes that actually inspires them to flower, but our other dot trees are flowering too, so I don't think it's because of the stress that this one might have, but we're seeing a lot of flowers around. But long term, I hate to have this look like a neglected tree. It definitely looks like it was abandoned years ago, and so I have a plan to make it happier. Basically, because its roots like start here, you know, that's like about a foot above soil level. So basically, I'm going to have to build up the soil and somehow contain it, because I don't want to add a foot of soil to this entire area. So that's another project for me before hopefully mango season 2023. But for now, we have Dot in a Pot that is pretty darn happy. It's got a lot of flowers, and we're hoping for a lot of fruit from it this year too. Well, here we are back at our Dot mango tree. It looks a little different now. Basically, we used materials that were around the grove and made two layers. They're called courses of concrete blocks around what was sort of the root ball. You know, this tree had been in a 25-gallon pot. It sent its roots down into the ground and generally burst out of the pot. So first thing we did was rip off the pot, and because we don't want it interfering with the root development in the future for this tree. So ripped off the pot as much as we could. I think some of the very bottom didn't get ripped out, but all the sides were definitely ripped out. And then we put, of course, the blocks were second because we wanted access to the plastic pot. And then we put our potting soil in here. Same potting soil that we use for our trees. So this is basically a big giant pot with a bottom out for this tree. You know, this should provide just a great environment for the roots. And I think this is going to turn out to be a much lusher tree in the future because of this, all this nice potting soil and the ability for its roots to get beyond the plastic pot. So looking forward to that down the road. But for now, it looks like this year is going to be possibly a pretty good year for fruit. We've got a lot of flowers on the tree already and forming, and with this extra potting soil, this tree should have more ability to support the fruit that's on the tree. And then also, if you sort of look at it with a little imagination, it looks like you could be in a park on a little bench, maybe having some crumpets and tea with a dog. But anyway, that's our Dot mango tree project completed.